Okay, look up. Look up. Okay, the other rule for a retake prep course is once we start discussing, don't talk. In between, it's fine, of course. Okay, no cell phones during prep, no headphones, no talking during the discussion. Okay. Kind of a simple thing, but I really believe strongly if you can get to the point where no matter what problem I show you, you can always be one thought ahead of me, you'll be fine on a retake test because it's a really good simulation that you're not memorizing the problem, you're memorizing the concepts that I've memorized and you're pulling those correctly, okay? So most of you have been to retake prep before, so reading this, I'll pay, again, extra credit, I'm going to give quite a bit during retake prep. You can turn that in for term 1 or term 2, it's up to you. As I look at this, if you can anticipate what I'm going to do first, I'll pay you. And what's the first thing I'm going to do? Like read the problem and then just try to anticipate my very first thought, like what would be the first thing I would do on a test upon reading this problem. Brock?
Since f prime is greater than 0, that means that f has to be increasing.
Perfect. And what I always do, hold on for a second, is I always make sure that I really write down Danica's chart, just because me personally, I struggle to remember all the details, and so the chart really helps me. So I would have done exactly what Brock said, if I can find a chart. There it is. Come back. Highlight that. Copy. Go back to 8. Paste. So I do exactly what Brock said. I'd say they told me f prime was positive, therefore I know f is increasing. How many thought that? Should we hit? 2.3 for Brock. Next thought. What's my next thought? Okay, you again. It's always better you think with me versus just watch me. So, what is my next thought? Let's go, Parker.
Well, since f double prime is less than 0, it has to be like negative. So concave down.
Just make sure you say it. F is concave down. And then I also noticed that means f prime is decreasing. How many knew that? 2 points, 3 for Parker. The goal here again is not to just do problems, it's to make sure the concepts are making sense. So if any thought, confusion, curiosity comes to mind, just ask. So, okay, I do that. Once I have this written on my paper, I'm going to draw a very specific picture to help me remember a concept. You can think of the picture I'm going to draw. I'll pay you. Hands up. Just a really simple picture. It goes up in Natasha.
You got like that.
No, like you really, hey, honestly, can't say it better. I need a curve that is concave down and increasing. So I want f to go up. I want f to be concave down. So Natasha did that perfectly. I want that. I label that as that. Show me your hands if you knew I was going to do that. 2 points, 3 for Natasha. Next thing I'm going to do is note slopes. So here's a slope. Here's a slope. Here's a slope. Okay, be careful. You must be careful to distinguish between the words slope and line. Okay, or tangent slope and tangent line. What I've drawn there are 3 different tangent lines. Each of those tangent lines are increasing, they're going upward, okay? But as I look at those tangent slopes, I see tangent slopes that are decreasing. It's really critical you see the difference in what I just said. There are 3 tangent lines over there. If you look at each tangent line, you will see a line that is going up Therefore, those tangent lines are increasing. But each of those tangent slopes, slope by slope, is decreasing. Because the red slope is some positive slope, but the orange slope is less positive. And the green slope here, the green slope is even less positive. That's what is being told to us right here. F prime represents the tangent slopes of F. We know that the tangent slopes of F must decrease from slope to slope. So the tangent slopes are decreasing even though those tangent lines go upward. If you need to talk about that, talk to me now. You will get tested on that idea at least 3 times on the retake. Questions? Awesome. Okay, it says which of the following could be the table for F? I'm going to draw one more thing on this picture. We are all much better visual learners than we are, just by reading words or hearing words. So if you can memorize the picture I'm going to draw, it will really help you. I'll pay if you know what I'm going to draw on that picture now. So I've got the picture, I'm going to draw something else. I've done this before, so if you're going to retake prep, you should be remembering what I've done. What am I going to draw next? Draw on the notes.
Is that the CCAS slopes?
Perfect. Because I know that if I go from tangent slope to tangent slope to tangent slope, I'm going to see slope values that decrease. If I do the same thing with secants, I see the same kind of pattern. So I'm going to go from here to here. And from here to here. I get a different color blue. Okay, how many knew I was going to draw that? There we go, 2, 3 for bottom. Okay, it's critical again that you notice those 2 secant slopes, those 2 secant lines, those secant lines are increasing because the lines go upward. However, if you compare one secant slope to another, secant slopes, you see decreasing. I wrote that wrong, sorry. Secant slope, you see decreasing because the slope of the purple here is definitely more positive than the secant slope of the blue. That concept must make sense to you. Questions? It's also crucial that you notice that, let's vote. This means red, this means purple. Just go like this, not everyone can see. Red, purple. Which slope is more positive, red or purple? Show me. Red is more positive, purple is more positive. Show me your vote. With the yardstick to help. So several people have the wrong answer. See if this helps. Here is the red slope. People in the video can't see this, but I'm using the yardstick. There's the red slope. There's the purple slope. Show me your hand. Which is more positive, red or purple? That helps. Then we give yourself 3. The red slope is more positive. The red slope must be more positive because the curve is concave down. When the curve of F is concave down, and you start investigating slope after slope, as you read the graph, you have to encounter a decreasing pattern of slopes. Got to get that memorized somehow. I don't know how to make a flashcard of that. Like maybe the picture is what you should have on a flashcard. You should have like concave down on one side, and on the other side, you have this picture drawn fairly carefully to just remind you of this discussion. That you see a question that talks about concave down, they might be wanting you to remember this image. Okay? Give me a second to draw that. While you're drawing that, let's do another extra credit thing. Show me your vote. We've got purple and we've got the orange. So got purple and we've got orange. Is the purple the most positive or is the orange the most positive? Show me your vote. Purple, orange, which is more positive? This means I don't know. Give yourself two more. Perfect. It's as simple as you read the graph from left to right.
Jolyn Wright, please call room 705.
So as you read the graph from left to right, you go from slope to slope to slope, you must encounter a decreasing sequence of slope values. None of the slope lines go down, the slope lines go up, but the slope values go down because the curve is concave down. Questions? Awesome. Now it says, which of the following could be a table for F? Raise your hand if you can tell me what I'm going to do next to try and figure out which one is the table for F. Okay, everyone knows what I'm going to do next. Okay, the key to calculus is interaction. It's not listening. If listening was the key to calculus, no one would be coming to school right now. They'd be like, there's no reason to come. I'll just stay home and watch the videos. Yeah, the key is interaction. So let's go, Georgia.
You find the secant slopes of all the graphs.
Nice. So I go here and I say, always check the change in x. These problems have a change in x of 1. Pretty good chance the retake test will have tables where the change in x is maybe 3. So don't ignore the change in x. So all of these, the change in x is always 1. So from here to here, y changes by, say, up or down. So that's a negative slope. Okay, that's a problem. F is supposed to be increasing. So it can't be that one. Questions? Raise your hand if you know which other one it can't be for sure. Sammy?
B.
Because?
The slope is the same.
Yeah, the points don't go up, so it can't have that. The last three go up. From here to here, change of 1, change of 2. That's the wrong direction. That's secant. No, that's change of 1, change of 1. That doesn't work. Here we got change of 1, change of 2. That's not right. Change of 2. There we go. Slopes are decreasing. We need me to talk more about 80s. This shows up a lot, this idea. And they just have different ways of testing to see if you understand that. We also need more time here. You also have a different question you want to discuss. Please.
Can we do 16?
Uh-huh.